The emergency alert in Beijing is set to be moved down from its highest level. From tomorrow, people arriving from low-risk areas across China will no longer have to quarantine themselves for 2 weeks. The move paves the way for thousands of people to gather in the capital for the annual session of the National People's Congress. The sitting was delayed because of the pandemic. As Jeremy Ko reports, the meeting on May 22nd is a strong sign that Beijing believes the local outbreak of COVID-19 is under control.
The annual legislative session, known locally as Two Sessions, is the highest profile event in China's political calendar. Traditionally scheduled to be held in March, it was postponed for the first time in decades due to the COVID-19 outbreak.
I think the decision to host the two sessions is indeed a vindication that China has made an important corner in the fight against the coronavirus, and China managed to contain the spread of domestically generated virus very successfully, and now has also achieved in a very measured way the fight against imported infections.
But tough measures implemented to clear China of the deadly virus have severely hurt China's economy. Already, first quarter data showed the economy shrunk 6.8% from a year ago. It was the first contraction in decades. And there's speculation that the government will not announce a target for 2020.
Whether or not a GDP target will be announced, I think remains to be seen, because we are in this new historical period where there are still a number of important question marks regarding the domestic economy, the international political environment, and of course, the global economy.
Though lockdowns are slowly lifting across the country, the pandemic has already resulted in what some call an unprecedented job crisis in China. The two sessions will likely serve as a platform for China to cautiously tout its success so far in containing COVID-19. But more importantly for its top leadership, it will have to show its domestic audience that it's capable of steering the country through the economic pain. In February, the unemployment rate soared to a record 6.2%, a figure that doesn't include millions of migrant workers.
The priority is to get the businesses reopened cautiously, up to 100%. The government has given small and medium-sized banks about $140 billion. They have also used these finances to focus on getting companies to pay their workers. Government is also supporting the state-owned banking sector to lend $200 billion to small businesses. Local governments are also issuing $150 billion in bonds to pay contractors for infrastructure development and construction. Some may call this Keynesian economics, prime pumping. We are likely to hear more about such measures in the Lianghui.
In past years, the sessions run for about 2 weeks. But citing a Hong Kong deputy to the National People's Congress, state media Global Times says the session this year may be shortened to 7 days. Jeremy Ko, CNA.